Okay, so for example 2, we're asked to find the equation for the inverse of this relation given. Again, for these inverses, all you have to do is interchange your x and your y. So instead of y, we're going to have x. Instead of x, we'll have y. And again, instead of that x, we'll have a y. Even though it doesn't say graph, I'm going to go ahead and graph these just to show you guys what it looks like. We don't know exactly how this graph would look like other than through using the t-chart. We know that it's going to be a parabola pointing upward because our highest power is squared and our a is positive. But this x over here is going to throw that off a little bit. So yeah, we could use the negative b over 2a if we wanted to. But I think it would be easier if we just draw a t-chart, okay? So I'll do -2, -1, 0, and 1, my amount of space. And now, so essentially, I take these numbers and I plug them in for my x, right? If you want to use your calculator, you can use that answer button instead of an x. So you do answer squared minus 5 answer, right? Everywhere you see an x, you just write answer. When you hit equals, that saves it. And now we want to check -2. So we don't hit the minus sign, we hit -2, save the answer, go back up and check it, and we get 14. So we write 14. Now we can do -1, save it, go back up, check it, and we get 6. Okay, so you can either use your calculator or you can plug it into your calculator manually, or you can do it with your head. So if I want to take 0 and plug it in here, we get 0 minus 0, which is 0, or we could plug in 1, and we get 1 squared, which is 1, minus 5, which gives us a -4. Okay, and now we need to make a t-chart for our inverse. So we have our x and our y. We could go about doing the exact same thing, except you don't want to choose numbers for x, because it'd be harder here, because now you have to solve for y. So it'd be best to pick random numbers for our y. The cool thing about this is we know that inverses are when the coordinates or the x and the y have interchanged. So instead of -2, 14, we know it's going to be 14, -2, 6, -1, 0, and 0. And just to show you that it still works, we can do it here. So we know that the answer is actually -4, 1, but let's just say we didn't. Let's say we choose a 1 for our y. So if we plug it in here, we get 1 squared minus 5, which gives us -4, so it works. Alrighty, so now we need to graph these. I'm going to stick these on my other graph or my other board real quick, just so you can see them on the same page. 1 and -4. Okay, and then remember the inverse just interchanges them, flips them. Okay, so as we look at this on the xy plane, I'm going to do these by 5s. So we have 5, 10, 15. Okay? 5, 10, 15. 5, 10, 15. 5, 10, 15. Okay, so if I graph this one, x is -2, which means we go left 2, and we go up 14, so we're like here. X is -1, so we go in a little bit, and then we go to 6, and then we have 0, 0, and then we have 1, -4. So you have something like this. Okay, so y'all notice anything? What does it kind of look like? It almost looks like a line, right? But we know it's not supposed to be a line. We know that we're supposed to have a parabola shape. So what we need to do is extend this out and go a little bit further to the right. So I'm going to pick a larger number. Let's do, well, 2 should work. So if we plug in 2 to our equation over here, get 2 times 2, which is 4. And then 2 over here would give us -10. So that's going to be 4 minus 10, which is -6. Okay? So if we graph 2, -6, we go 2. And -6 would be down here. So that still didn't work. 2, -6. So yeah, let's just do a bigger number like 5, okay? And that should get us there. It's okay if you end up putting a bunch of numbers. So we do 5 squared, 25, and then 5 here. 5 times 5 is 25, so that'd be 25 times 25, which is 0. So that would be a good thing. So now, if we graph 5, 0, we're right here. And now we finally see that parabola shape come up. So that worked out. All right, now if we do the next one, I'm going to go ahead and add those other numbers we had. Oops, remember we had to flip them. So now instead of 2, negative 6, we're going to have negative 6, 2. Instead of 5, 0, we're going to have 0, 5. So if I graph these, 14, negative 2, we're here. 6, negative 1, we're here. 0, 0, we're here. Negative 4, 1, we're here. Negative 6, 2, we're here. And 0, 5, we're here. So we're able to make our parabola like this. Okay? And then remember, the perfect way to check yourself to see if you got the answer right, if you look along that y equals x line, if you could fold it over and the red line up with the black perfectly, you did it correctly, and it looks like it does.